Thanks.
Had a shitty clap.
You did.
Good craps. Good craps.
DJ, we don't need to know about your bowel movements while you're out driving.
Gotta watch some all-V diets. You get hard boobs.
Hey, it's the VGBit BitCast. Guys, it's February 10th, 2018, and it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Love Saturday.
Did you say hello Saturday or I love Saturday?
I said I love Saturday.
Hello, Saturday. Hey, look who's made it with us this week. It's FaZe.
There it is.
He's back. Yes.
About time.
The drought is over. Yes, we have.
I know there's been people that have been missing me, and I'm here for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also lost somebody else.
I didn't
We can
say
never
how I
have full
came
staff.
back.
Wait a minute.
You killed Skid, didn't you?
Skid and FaZe are never here at the same time. Could they be the same person?
That's not true. If you go back and watch the previous episodes, you can find out for yourself.
Well, shit. Here we go. It's all right. So this is episode 20. We are slowly crawling our way to half a year's worth of podcast content. I'm excited. 20 episodes.
Well done, guys.
So this week, if you're watching right now, you'll be able to see FaZe Plays. Episode 7 has come out. Now, I accidentally uploaded this 3 weeks ago, and some of you saw it, so I turned it private. Well, I released it back to the public now. It is back out into the wild to frolic amongst the videos and get views, so go watch it. Now it'll make more sense. And earlier, just today, you will notice that the 1080 snowboarding video has gone up. That one is an nail biter.
This is what did we do last week?
Last week before snowboard was Rat Attack.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
And that god awful mess.
Will Daniel finally break my win streak?
Yeah, can I break his win streak?
I don't know yet. I haven't watched, but I'm damn sure ready.
Oh, you're
go find out,
folks. You're gonna love this. This one literally comes down to the wire, and it's so exciting. So, if you enjoy competition, go watch it.
Can't wait.
So that's what's going on with the channel. I think I'm going to do that now. We'll talk about what's going on with the channel right off the bat. Then we're going to move into, hey guys, what have we been playing this week? This week in games. Let's see. Who wants to kick it off this week? I can kick it off if we want to.
If you want to.
The floor is yours.
All right, I'm going to kick it off this week. This week, I have been playing 2 games. This was all last Saturday when we did this. Played Magicka, and we played Trailmakers. Now, DJ and I tried Trailmakers on multiplayer, and it kind of wasn't what I was expecting it would be.
Yeah, it wasn't as fun.
Yeah, it seems...
If they would made the multiplayer just, single player, just the single player mode, just with 2 people or 4 people, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, they seem to have kind of little setup maps that are available for free roaming and such, and we went in there saying, okay, let's give this a shot, let's check this out, and the goal, we were going to make a video out of this, but it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
I ended up making an 18-wheeler in the game. I wanted to see
Which my computer did not like.
No. You were hosting the entire time, and it was struggling because in the game you have little 2x8 or 2x4, 2x8, 4x8 blocks, and then different motors that you attach, and then you can actually assign motors to each wheel if necessary, and you can put boosters and stuff. So I built a big ass trailer with a bunch of wheels, and then a little truck, a little 4-wheel truck to haul that trailer. And by God, was it slow on draining your resources, but the trailer ended up most of the time pushing the truck instead of the truck pulling the trailer. It was terrible, but nonetheless, I proved that you could actually build an 18-wheeler in that game.
Yeah.
Nice.
It wasn't great, but it did do truck shaped maneuvers.
It is true. I mean, hell, that thing could back up like a truck, which was exciting.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing that I was excited about. I was like, this backs up exactly like a truck. I have done well. I can't see anything, and I'm hitting everything in the world. I'd never be a good truck driver.
I just made a giant spider limo. Awesome.
That thing was unwieldy to drive.
It was very unwieldy.
It was just as bad as my truck. It just didn't want to go.
I was gonna make it to where instead of having the turn signals on the legs, I was gonna put the turn signal on the body, so the legs would rotate.
Oh, see, that would have been cool.
It would have been, but it was such a pain in the ass to build it. I didn't want to have to pull the legs off and then put the turn things on. It was fun to make though.
Which it's about where all the fun in multiplayer is in that game, as far as I could tell. There's no real objective based. I mean, that I saw. I mean, there was a couple of different modes, but I think there was only two multiplayer modes.
Yeah, there was the King's Island, which is what we did, and then there's the Playground, which is just a much bigger island. It has places you can actually explore and do stuff.
You can jump, but I mean, at that point in time, you're just
if you're not heeding our advice and you're going to pick up Trailmakers and you're going to play multiplayer, don't bother with King's Island. Just go to the Playground and play there.
Exactly. There's more.
We couldn't get it to connect multiplayer, so we gave up. So we never played Playground.
How are the graphics?
They're nice.
It's like I would equate them to the Lego games.
Yeah.
It feels like a Lego game.
I mean, they're not bad graphics. They're good.
Well, I mean, the Lego graphics aren't bad either. I'm just talking about the level of detail that you're going to see is pretty much like a Lego.
Yeah. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. Like, single player is a lot of fun just because it's objective based and you're exploring and collecting stuff, and it's a good time. Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, from Trailmakers was Magica, and this is going to be probably 3 videos that we're going to be uploading into the site. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I played Magica, and getting out and actually playing multiplayer with TJ on Magica was unbelievably fun. I had forgotten how fun that game was. Holy shit.
We weren't even originally going to do anything with it. We just started recording just because it might have something happen that was fun.
Yeah.
And we ended up playing for what, like 2 hours at least?
No, we played for a grand total of 3 hours. Yeah, we're just short of 3 hours.
Yeah.
We were in there for a while. We got pretty far in the campaign. We're on basically kind of like the second run through of the campaign. But I figured out something. In the video, you're going to see it, and I'm going to point it out in the video. But TJ, remember where we went into the down into the basement to where it was the tutorial?
Yeah.
And it locked us away because we couldn't get anywhere until we healed ourselves.
Yeah.
And you could heal yourself, and I couldn't heal myself.
Yeah.
That is the exact reason why we couldn't progress. I didn't realize it at the time that suit of armor blocked my self-healing, and it dawned on me later when I was watching some of the video. I said, oh yeah, I can't do that, it blocks it. That's why we couldn't progress.
I like it when you look back and figure out that you were a dumbass. I've done that a few times on some of my phase plays.
We spend a lot of time trying to heal him. Like, I'm sitting there blasting him with a healing beam, and he's healing himself, and I'm like, why won't you heal? And it's just like 24. It's
that armor. I didn't realize it. I'm going to have to go back and read that armor to see exactly what it was. I think that's also why I had a charge option for middle mouse click, why it kept fucking me up too. So One
Just sprint away.
just sprint away. So once I get that edited, and I'll start kind of just sprinkling it in throughout the series, and it was a good time. We discovered pretty much they have a built-in way to cheat your way through the game that we discovered near the end.
Just run past everyone.
Yeah, it's like this is kind of pointless.
Well, like a lot of some fights it won't let you. Like there was one toward the bigger end that we couldn't sprint past because you had to kill everyone before you could even do the thing.
Well, I'm referring to the ice and giant boulder. Remember?
Ice and giant.
We would blast them with water, hit them with blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Turn them to solid rock, turn solid ice, and then hit them with a giant rock at a projectile speed.
Literally, everyone died to one hit from a boulder.
Yes, it was like doing 10,000 damage. You're like, oh no, here's a boss. This is going to be a difficult battle. Bop, bop, blast. 3/4 of his life was gone. Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
He's like, so you're tougher than you look. I'm like, you're dead. It's like, too bad we didn't figure this out earlier.
Yeah. we ended up, there's, I feel like I'm going to ruin it because it was spectacular, but like there's a little bridge and there were so many enemies coming and Daniel's getting them wet and then freezing them and then I'm just hitting them with a boulder. It was carnage. We killed each other several times.
We did.
So that's comedy gold.
It was. Let me bring you back.
Killed ourselves several times.
Hold on, TJ. Let me res you right quick. Shoot. Oh, I just killed you.
He reses me in front of him and puts a bullet in my head and then reses me again.
I did that a number of times. Man, that armor, that was something else.
Yeah. I died if anyone got too close to me. And I'm just like trying to draw him to him. I'm like, he's got weird paladin armor. Fuck him.
You were being a son of a bitch, though, man. You and your goddamn chain lightning. Son of a bitch, man. I was pretty tankish because of that armor. Melee attacks like barely did any damage to me. So I was trying to tank a lot of the melee. But that son of a bitch, man, he'd sit there and go, let me lightning the group of people. Bop, 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 and nail me. I'm like, stop it. That's my one weakness.
They're all grouped together. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Lightning. And his health goes from full to 0 immediately. I'm like,
bring me back. You'll love the video. It is good.
Looking forward to that. That sounds awesome.
It was a good time.
So that's really what that's the extent of my gameplay this week was Magicka and reliving the joys of Magicka, I should say, and Trailmaker. So outside of the 8-bit challenges that we've been recording, which we've got some good ones coming up. I'm excited. All right, so Curtis, man, what's your week in gaming been looking like?
I've actually done something a little different. Been spending a lot of time getting ready for the upcoming D&D campaign that you're going to be mastering for us.
Ooh, looky there. We're going to be doing
lots
D&D.
of time and effort been put into characters and backstories and planning and deciding what happens if a character dies. What am I going to roll next?
You're just planning.
A lot of pre-planning.
You're planning.
I've got 3.
Die.
I've got 3.
Oh my god! I'm not going to try and kill y'all right off the bat.
I don't know. From the sounds of the way things are going, we may not be off to a good start. So
I do have some interesting things that I've thought out, but I'm not going to kill you.
A lot of preparatory work on my end is just getting the characters fleshed out due to the amount of people that are going to be in it. So spent a lot of time and effort doing that.
We are going to be running a 6-person campaign with one of those people probably falling in and out a lot, but it'll be okay. We are right now still fleshing out some of the details on the D&D campaign, but we're going to be doing this Saturdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. Probably going to end up streaming this. So, yay. I've got a lot of logistics to figure out, so be prepared. Saturday at 7, we will be running some D&D. Don't know how it'll go, but I'm ready for it. So
a lot of us are putting our hands in this for the first time, so it's going to be a question.
yeah, don't expect me to be a Matthew Mercer here, folks.
I'm going to tell you right now, none of us are going to be. This is not going to be as nearly as entertaining as it's going to be for right now until we get on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from our past experiences, when we all get together and the board games that we used to play, hilarity is going to ensue. Somebody's going to take it somewhere and run wild with it like we normally do.
That is going to be the case. And with things with role playing, you could do anything.
Exactly. There's so much freedom. So like I said, when my troll decides he's just going to start eating things, be that at your time to decide whether or not I need to roll that Constitution save.
I tell you what, if you roll a natural 1, it dies.
You choke on the boulder.
You choke on a boulder and you're dead. You're unconscious. Nobody wants to resurrect you.
And then I get to use one of my other characters.
We'll get past your troll real fast.
Don't kill him too fast. Steph was looking forward to seeing him.
I will protect him with my life.
I know you will. I also eat a boulder.
We'll see. I don't think you're gonna die, and I kind of like the ideas of a mute deaf troll. So we'll see what happens.
He's not a troll, anyway.
He's just a little guy.
I was just kicking around ideas.
I actually like that idea. I may incorporate that.
A mute deaf troll?
I think I may incorporate that into the campaign. We'll just have to watch out and see. I've got an idea already, so
we will render him unconscious and tie him up because that's basically all we're going to be able to do.
All right, Curtis. So your week has been dominated with D&D prep work as we continue to march our way. Now, I'm not going to announce a date at when we're going to be launching the D&D stream. Mainly because I haven't figured out the exact date yet. There's still a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do that work. So be on the lookout. It will be posted on the VGBits Twitter. So go follow the VGBits Twitter. It's easy. It's at VGBits. It's super short. Monstrous Eye is now attacking the...
It's the beard! It's the beard!
Sorry.
That's okay. So anything else you've been doing?
Just getting between work and preparing for D&D campaign. I haven't spent a lot of time on my console yet.
All right. No problem. So, TJ.
I'm good there.
What's your weekend gaming been looking like?
Well, I mean, Magicka and Troll whatever's makers.
Yeah, you're about as bad as I am, wanting to call it Trailblazers or something else.
Yeah. I picked up Night in the Woods on the Switch.
Really?
I'm in love with that game. I've been playing it all week.
Told you, man. That game is awesome.
Yeah, super good. Well, it's so good. Like, I don't want to spoil anything because the man, it's so good.
Well, I've talked about it a whole bunch.
I don't know how much you get into the story though. I don't remember because I know you talked about it, but I think I blanked on whatever you said.
I'm a few hours into the game.
Okay. Have you got past the Harvest Festival?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like a couple days past that.
Okay.
Game. So I mean, it's.
I would say, don't worry. I mean, one night in the moon. Fuck.
Night in the moon.
Night in the moon. Night in the Woods has been out for a long time, and two, spoiling anything, you're not going to spoil anything that I haven't heard on any other Game of the Year podcast. That's why I end up bought the game. So
yeah, well, it's just about a college dropout who makes terrible life choices.
Ain't that the damn truth? Let's get into a nice fight.
I love the character so much, but then like when her and Greg get together, like let's do crimes. I'm like, you guys wonder why your life is so fucked up right now.
I love how they call it crimes too. It's like, let's do crimes. Yeah. We have time for crimes. It's like, Who says that?
Yeah.
So, okay.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say the characters are all really well written. The story's great. The art's great. Just all the little mini games are fun. The musical parts are incredibly difficult.
Ain't no
I
lie.
don't think you're meant to actually do good.
Well, no, I did okay on one of them. Just not in the one on the
Yeah,
stream.
the first one.
Not the one on the stream. I played outside of the stream, and I did okay. I could actually concentrate on the game.
Yeah, there's one. It's one I just did, and I forget what the song is called, but it's so like it's fine. It's like here comes one note, and then 700 notes. You're just like, nope. You're just hitting buttons, and occasionally no one freaks out, and you're like, I hit one, that was good.
Was it the song that she was saying that she'd never played before? Like,
She says that for all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone that because I've messed up on all but the first one,
Okay.
and they're like, yeah, that was terrible, and she's like, I literally never heard that song before.
Like the second song that you play, I did really, really well on.
Yeah, I think this is the fourth.
Oh shit.
It's the first one you play after Harfest.
Okay.
It was not easy.
Okay.
It's a good game, man. I love it. Like I like playing Demon Forge or Demon Tower, which is the little mini game on your laptop.
Dude, I got to like level 111, and at that point, I was like, when does this end?
I don't think it does.
It's like exponentially longer and longer, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta stop.
Yeah. But it's a cool game, and I recommend it if you got a Switch. It's a perfect game for Switch because everything's perfect for the Switch. The Switch is perfect.
The Switch is a really good console. I wanted to ask you your opinion. A while back, I said that these were you're all college age kids, but the drama's like something that would surround a teenager. Do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah. Most of it, I would say, is probably late teen. It's kind of probably right in the
16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah,
It's where
because like a lot of stuff is like because like there's Greg and Angus who are their little thing is they're going to move to a better town and but it's like when May shows up they all turn into 16-year-olds. Like like B's got she's got her store going and she's trying to be an adult in her family, and then Greg and Angus are trying to do their thing.
You speaking to Angus?
Yeah. And then May comes in and she's like, let's go shoplifting. It's just like, come on. You everyone kind of hates you because you act like a child.
Fucking no kidding. It's worthless character, but so well written.
Yeah. It's you want to hate her, but at the same time you don't, because you're kind of like watching her realize that she is a 20-something and needs to act like it. But at the same time, she's not making any progress in that direction.
Yeah. All she does is sit there and comment on her own life, and then you see like the mom just kind of degrade a little bit over time.
Yeah. It's it's like everything about it is so good. Like I've never found anything I don't like. Like even the stuff I don't like, I like because it's well done.
There you go.
I got a question. Did you steal the pretzel?
Yeah, I fed the miracle babies.
Did you get caught stealing the pretzel?
Nope, not once.
Interesting.
I stole. I think all 4 times I stole all 4 times, didn't get caught.
Golly, I never stole the pretzel, but I was just like, no, you've got to do good. You've got to do better as a person. And every time I tried to direct her to be good, it's just like, let's go steal shit. Let's commit crimes. And then Greg Armour.
Did you do the water fountain thing?
No.
With B?
So,
it's one of the first times you get to hang out with B, and you go to the mall, and there's a water fountain, and apparently there's some kind of thing where the fountain will shoot people. Like it'll shoot water at people as they walk by, and in the game you kind of jump your way around, and you can find all kind of secrets just by jumping on stuff. You end up finding the controls for the fountain, and you start shooting water at people as they walk by. It's a lot of fun. You also go shop. At that point, you also go shoplift. You get B to go shoplifting, which is a lot of fun. So she ended up stealing a necklace. I don't remember what I stole. It was a bracelet or something.
Oh
But
my
B makes you take it
God.
back. She's like, take this back. Yeah.
It's such a good game.
Yeah, there's so much you can do, like, cause like it goes through like a day by day progression. So if you do stuff with B, you don't get to do stuff with Greg
Yeah.
or like otherwise. And there's a little kid on the roof. You can hang out with him. There's Germ who hangs out in the old grocery store parking lot like a weirdo, way out of town for some reason.
You can also hang out with Angus.
Yeah, I haven't done
It's-
it. I've
I was gonna
like
say
the only thing I've done with Angus is like when you start looking for ghost stuff. Like after the Harfest, you start looking for ghost stuff. That's the first time I've hung out with Angus.
yeah, apparently it's kind of rather difficult to hang out with Angus and be friends with him, and from what I read in the game. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're playing Night in the Woods.
Yeah, I'm super addicted to it. I hope I'm almost finished with it, but at the same time, I hope it just keeps going.
It's about an 8-hour game.
Yeah, I'm probably getting close to the end then.
I'd be curious to see what the ending was like. All I've heard is it was really good.
Yeah.
So
I bet there's gonna be different endings for like just doing different stuff.
well, there is. It's how you interact with the people in the game determines your ending. Like,
Yeah, did you find that? Did you find the rats?
The rats?
Yeah, they're the miracle babies.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's one the Tells Off building. And you walk past and there's that guy that's always talking about quitting.
Yeah.
At the top of that building, there's a window you can open and you can go inside the building up there.
Really?
You find a family of rats, and that's why you're stealing pretzels. You steal the pretzels to feed the rats.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I never crawled all the way up that building.
dude, I climb on everything. I have a routine. Like I'll come in, I'll go across the street level, and then I'll climb up the top, and I'll go across the power lines, and then I come back and go back, and I just pretty much work my way back across every area.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so I try not to miss anything.
Somebody's been taking cues from my Assassin's Creed gameplays.
There's so much that there's so much if you miss it in one day, you probably won't ever see it again. Because like you get a notebook and it like chronicles stuff you've seen over time. And I have like one page that's empty, and I'm like, what was supposed to go here? And it's like right at the beginning, and I'm upset.
I was say I've got a couple of pages that are blank in mine that I've missed, so I'm sure it's probably one being the Miracle Babies.
Yeah, there's also there's like and it's cool because you go into places and then like you'll go through them, and then occasionally you'll come and you'll find like a secret staircase that wasn't there before. Now it's there. Like in that Tells Off building, you go across, and like you come in one room and then you go down and you find a bunch of old like parade stuff. It's like a storage room.
Yeah.
And then it's downstairs, a little bit of floor, then back upstairs, and you find another door on the other side. Well, coming back, I did that a couple times, and then one day she runs down. Like you come down the stairs, then the floor, and then down again. And I was like, oh, what's down here? But you couldn't go any farther. I was like, oh, weird. So then eventually I was going down, and she went down the stairs because I always check down the stairs just in case anything's changed. And boom, she goes into a new room, and it's someone's bedroom. You're like, oh, what the hell? So it's I don't know where that's going. I don't know whose secret room that is, but it's there.
Wow! Holy shit!
Yeah, there's so much in that game. It's so good. I might that's a game I might play 2 or 3 times. Just to do different stuff.
Make sure you don't miss something.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
All right. Well,
right on.
That's been our week in gaming right now. So I guess let's go ahead and move on over to the news that we've got. Guys, for me, it's been not a hugely big news week unless you're into Fortnite. And God, are you into Fortnite, it seems?
Actually, I just have a little clip note about Fortnite and all that.
Dude, I tell you what, there's so much going on right now about Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite is huge right now.
I kind of want to just go stop. I'm tired of hearing about PUBG and Fortnite.
Well, they're the biggest things this year.
I know, but the whole battlegrounds battle royale shit. And I've got something in relation that'll be in relation to that, but it's I'm tired of hearing about it. You can only pound the battle royale drum beat for so long, and it started last year. It's time for something.
Oh man, they got a pretty good rhythm going right now.
I don't know. That's me. All right, so who wants to kick off news?
I mean, you're already going on it. You should start.
All right, then I will kick it off on the beat of the battle royale news. There are rumors going about that a battle royale mode will be in Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm pretty sure they said they weren't going to. Like, I can't remember who the guy was.
It is, let's see. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said it was really interesting to see the explosion in popularity around the battle royale genre. However, Zelnick pointed out that Take-Two, comprising its labels of Rockstar and 2K games, generally speaking, want to blaze its own trail instead of being derivative by following the footsteps of something that came before it. But now there are other rumors that are going out right now that this is a mode that is going to be included into the game.
It'll be a game mode I won't be playing. Actually, I will. I'll put 100 hours in.
Yeah, don't lie. I mean, everybody else is on the battle royale drum beat, so here comes Take-Two and Rockstar with Red Dead. Now,
I mean,
it kind of could be interesting how they would pull it off, but I still wouldn't play it. I didn't even play multiplayer on Red Dead Redemption.
I did. The original Red Dead, I did. It was okay. I mean, they did a good job with it. You could tell it was still kind of a very touch and go. There wasn't a whole lot of missions. There's more a lot of free roaming and just interacting freely than there was just missions and personal goals.
Yeah. Well, they did talk about, not in this article that I was reading about Red Dead, but on Red Dead 2, that the online game is going to be similar to GTA 5, as in you're going to have folks or missions and things that you can go out there. There's going to be storefronts and stuff that more storefronts where you can go interact with NPCs and things of that nature. And the online mode sounds really good.
Yeah. Hopefully they make it cross-platform.
They don't have a track record of doing that. So.
I know. Trust me, I know.
So moving on from that, this article is on GameSpot. Mostly less caring about the hard drive in this, but more about the controller. Seagate Special Edition Sea of Thieves Game Drive launches in March alongside the game. There is also launched. I think it's been announced, and it's heading to retailers now. There's a $75 Sea of Thieves Xbox One controller. That
Whoa.
It is also going to include the Ferryman clothing set, which I have not seen yet, but the controller looks pretty kick-ass. So I'm kind of interested. Anything Sea of Thieves right now, I'm super interested in. It's got its own charging stand that'll come. I don't think the charging stand comes with it. Nope, it is a $50 purchase, and a matching hard drive. So if you're into Sea of Thieves, this purple and neon green controller is pretty nice. I wouldn't mind owning it. See, moving on from that, we're going to talk about, remember a while back, I should say, let me preface it this way. We had a discussion about Toad and whether or not it was a hat or a head.
Oh, yeah. That conversation got really weird really quick.
Yes. Okay, so Super Mario Odyssey's producer settles the debate over Toad's head. It is his head.
Exactly.
My childhood is a lie.
Mario 3 or Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3 is non-canon now. So anytime Toad took his hat off, it was not real. Which I guess technically you could say that Mario 3 was non-canon anyway because it was a stage act. Or as a play.
Oh, yeah.
The entire game was a play. Did you not know that?
I didn't play that one.
Oh, that's right. You didn't play Mario games.
Yeah.
If you ever look at the levels of Mario Brothers 3,
Yeah.
you know, like there's like giant bolts that are holding some of these platforms up in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you finish a level, it looks almost like a curtain and it goes black.
Yeah.
And you hit a little box. The whole thing behind it was it's not really Mario. It's a whole play around Mario and Koopa.
Gotcha.
So it was weird. I never put it together as a child, but when people started talking about it when I was an adult and I started reading that, I was like, yeah, that actually makes sense now. So I guess technically you can non-canonize the cartoon version. So there you have it. It's his head. Sadness.
Well, that's so much for the whole switching hats conversation we had.
Yeah, I know. It kind of makes it boring. I wish you would have said it was a hat. Then it'd be far more interesting.
What? His brain is huge.
But he's not smart.
Brain.
He's not
well, neither
smart.
are whales.
It's a fungus.
Hey, just because you don't speak whale, you don't know that. Whales are pretty intelligent beings. Like dolphins. All right, we'll move on. Here's something that's super interesting. Shadow of Colossus was recently re-released on the PlayStation 4 in all its ultimate glory. No high-res update. This is the full-on remaked version that was released. In the game, folks have been noticing that there's these little coins to collect.
Yeah.
So and apparently there is a secret behind these coins. You collect all 79 of them. It's been a huge thing in the Shadow of Colossus.
Community.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I was going to say subreddit, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. I'm on Reddit too much. In the community, it was been huge things. Well, somebody has finally figured out what it was.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's kind of been talk of the town. What is this? They collected all 79 coins. Now, I'm going to stop right here and say, if you're playing Shadow of the Colossus and you do not want this spoiled for you, stop. Fast forward about 3 minutes. Continue watching the podcast. If you don't care, prepare yourself.
Curtis, no, don't ruin it.
Dives onto the floor. No!
You've been warned. Here comes the spoiler stuff. Okay, so after collecting all 79 coins, you are, and there's actually a hint from a user that is on YouTube called Nomad Colossus, who likes to go around hunting trophies and stuff on PlayStation 4. And he'd been given information and stuff about Shadow of the Colossus, or, well, any of the Colossus stuff for a long time now. He gave a tip that said there was a message in the credits mentioning Nomad Colossus and the 79 steps to enlightenment. The 79 steps were the 79 coins. The coins added a magical glow to a locked door found outside the Shrine of Worship at the game's main hub location. And, of course, the door was subject to fan speculation at the time. Now, once you collected all 79 coins and you go back to this door and you interact with the door opens up. And it reveals a hidden chamber underneath the shrine. Inside this was a throne room and a sword called the Sword of Dorman. Now, Dorman is the shadowy guard that the main character bargains with in order to revive Mono. I don't know how it's said, because I've never played Shadow of Colossus before. The Sword of Dorman is covered with a shadowy haze, and when people hold it up to the light, it shoots a beam of darkness. More or less, pretty much kind of how like the other swords operate in the game, except those are light instead of dark. After revealing all of this, the community has been grotesquely underwhelmed by it.
Well, I imagine so.
Most everybody's response was, "It's a sword." I think what everybody wanted was a hidden Colossus to appear.
Yeah.
Now, if that would actually have been really cool if collecting the sword would have unlocked a hidden Colossus, where you get to actually go and fight it. I think that would have been sufficient for the fan base, but Nomad Colossus was quoted to say, or I'm sorry, well, I guess he goes by PS4 trophies is the name. He goes, "For me, the reward, it was the experience in the entire, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That was the user PS4 trophies. It's hard to get this stuff mixed up sometimes. For me, the reward was the experience of the entire process," he told Kotaku via email. "I give credit of the discovery to all the community as well. The physical in-game reward wasn't what some people hoped for. They wanted a new Colossus or an alternate ending. What they got was a pretty cool sword in a secret room. For me, it was worth the 80 plus hours it took. Absolutely, they are already discussing possible new secrets." So, a sword.
That's cool though.
I don't know. I was listening to the Giant Beast cast, and when they were talking specifically about this is why when I saw this in the news, I was like, "Ooh, this is interesting." Because I was considering, I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting and fun. Should I buy the game to get into the hunt?
Yeah.
And then I saw the results, and I'm like, okay. And then I saw the reward, and I said, this isn't worth it. I've never played Shadow of Colossus. The carrot on the stick of the 79 coin thing was enough to get me there where I'm like, this could be worth playing. Then it turned me away at the end. If it would have been a new Colossus, I think I probably would have, personally, I think I would have said, this might be kind of worth burning some money on just so I can experience this game since I've never experienced it before.
I think the game without the reward is still really great. It's a really good game.
It's a great game, just from what I've heard people talking about. I'm not putting it past that, but the addition of something new and secret to me was a huge draw.
Yeah.
And now that it's been solved and it was underwhelming, more along the lines of like the GTA 5 and the jetpack type deal. Everything is in the game for a jetpack to be hidden on Mount Chiliad, but no one's ever figured out how to get there. But of course,
wait, what?
What? You didn't know that?
What?
That there's like a jetpack hidden at the top of Mount Chiliad.
I've been up there. There's no jetpack.
Yeah, there is. You can't.
In single player or multiplayer?
In single player.
Oh, I've never been up there in single player.
Yeah, you can't. You go up there. There's blast doors that are up there where the carriage return is for riding up and down the mountain.
Yeah.
There are blast doors that are there. And behind those blast doors is an object file. The people have cracked into the game and moved in. There's an object file, but it's been obfuscated from view. Mm-hmm. And Rockstar's pretty much done a hell of a job of hiding it in code. But there are apparently hidden triggers that are supposed to be completed, and it can only be completed once you 100% the game. Literally 100%. Doing all the marathons in the single-player campaign, everything. Then once you find these triggers and hit these triggers, and I think one of the triggers is you have to wear a certain outfit and look at a UFO at a certain time. Kind of weird shit that these people have been coming across, and that's been when they've been digging into the code. But there are once those certain triggers are met, they suspect that the jetpack will be available.
For me, that's kind of aggravating because somebody that's just a casual gamer that wants to experience everything the game has to offer, they're never going to see that.
No, I mean, like me and you, we'll never put the time in to try to figure out. I mean, the level that they hid the jetpack in the game is ridiculous.
So why spend all that money and resource and time and man hours doing something like that that could have been put towards something else?
Because this is Rockstar.
I don't understand that.
Because they've got time and resources to spare.
Not to say that they don't have the money and the staff to do it, but GTA 5 was phenomenal. But to go to that level and to spend that much time to purposely hide something that could have been put towards something else that the community could have enjoyed.
Well,
I think they do that because
player.
well, in games like GTA, it's so easy to do most of the stuff. I feel like they're like, here's this one just obscure ass thing that one isn't really going to help you at all in the game. I mean, it's fun to fly a jetpack, but it's just this whole string of almost random things you have to do to make this one thing happen. I mean, obviously 100% of the game, but you know, I think in every GTA game GTA game they've hidden stuff like that. It's just this one thing that you have to jump through, like flaming hoops that are covered in poop and razor blades to get to.
It's a secret more for the hardcore people who love the thrill of the hunt. And eventually someone's going to figure out how to do all of this. And then, I mean, I say eventually. Nobody's figured it out yet, and the game's been out for forever. I mean, I tweeted a long time ago. I was like, Rockstar, the game's coming out on computer. You might as well just hurry up and tell everybody about this secret that you've got going on. Yeah, now I look like an idiot. I mean, nobody's figured this shit out. But if maybe one day somebody figures it out, they'll have it all chronicled, and then people will just go do it, and then you can have a jetpack.
Yeah.
Or it could be an elaborate ruse.
It could be just got left over in there. It's like, we should put a jetpack in here. And then they're like, no, take that out. And then they forgot about it.
And they found a way to keep people talking about them years beyond their release.
Yeah.
It'll be sad if nobody finds it. So.
Speaking of GTA, I'm derailing you a little bit. You know, you remember in GTA 4, the playground slingshot?
Yes.
Well, there is now a version of that in GTA Online.
Missile launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That big, I forget, after the Charmong? I forget, I think that's what it's called. But basically, you stick a car inside of it, and then you close the arm on it, and it just slingshots everyone away. It looks awesome.
So what you're saying is we should find somebody who has one and try it.
Yeah. I was like, as soon as I get home, I'm looking at how much that thing costs. Because I see it like every time I'm going through like Warstock, I'm like, I should buy that. I'm like, why would I need that? Now I know why I need
like
that.
3 million. It's probably like 3 or 4 million, which is
That's
like
probably not that much.
$40 real life.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly in the news, sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, lastly in the news for me, a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer showed up.
Saw that too.
This one is for Michael since he isn't here today. They revealed in there the world of Monster Incorporated. And
nice.
You get to see Sora, Goofy, and Donald in monster form.
Nice.
Donald is a Cyclops.
That one eye above the bill looks really funny.
It does. I'm looking at it right now, and Goofy looks like one of the characters that you would make on Spore.
Yeah. Bubble eyes.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. So, go check out the new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. Who knows when that game's ever going to come out, but they're still working on it, apparently.
That's good.
I mean,
need a new Kingdom Hearts.
The game looks really good.
Yeah.
So,
I absolutely love the first one.
Yeah, the first one was amazing.
Wow. Something's burning my eye. It's the tears of my joy of Kingdom Hearts. Not really. I think something just got in my eye. That's all I've got for the news this week, guys.
I think they'll do a Kingdom Hearts Star Wars now that
Oh, that'd be cool.
Disney's buying everything.
Do you think that they've delayed it long enough so they can include Star Wars into the game?
I would not doubt that there's going to be some form of it towards the end of the game.
You see Rey.
Get a lightsaber keyblade.
Like Darth Vader.
They'll do the new stuff. They won't do the old stuff. They'll do Rey and Darth.
You think they'll make a mention of Darth Vader?
Maybe through Darth Emo.
Or
whatever his name is.
That's not. Now I've forgotten his name.
I've been underwhelmed by the new Star Wars movies.
I haven't watched the newest one, so I'm still riding the high of the Force Awakens.
Force Awakens wasn't even that great.
It was good.
It was okay.
It was great. It was amazing. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would watch again.
Kylo
Ren.
I watched it twice.
Kylo Ren. That's who it was.
Yeah.
That's Darth Emo. Kylo Ren. I'm sorry. It just dawned
You're
on
welcome.
Every time you sneeze.
Chris, what do you have for news?
Curtis.
Yeah, hey.
What do you got for news?
I lost sound there for a second.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
You guys, your lips were moving, but nothing was happening.
Like, oh, this is
Let's see
normal.
where this goes. As far as news is concerned, I've, like I said, I've been kind of living in the D&D world, so I haven't got much the news to my table. But I did see where they delayed Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes, we touched on that
Last week.
2 weeks. Was it last week?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was last week.
So it was.
I do remember y'all mentioning that, but that's about the only thing I remember seeing as far as Red Dead was concerned. I did see where they delayed Anthem.
I wonder how bad Anthem's gonna be now.
They delayed it so it wouldn't. It says it's not going to directly compete with when Red Dead releases. So I wonder if it was kind of intentional.
Maybe I'm more worried about I'm more worried about track record right now than anything else when it comes to these games.
I'm really interested in the Anthem.
Anthem is supposed to be similar to like a Destiny, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of. Destiny never really appeared to me, but for some reason Anthem has kind of grabbed my attention. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more, just see if it's just the surface, it's bright and shiny, that's kind of like got me saying, well, maybe this is going to be worth it. Because if it's not any depth to it, bright and shiny doesn't hold a lot of interest to me for very long.
Yeah.
You know, lie about that. I mean, BioWare is pretty much holding EA on their back right now with whether or not this game is a success, but it's mainly because, you know, Battlefront 2 and Destiny 2 being the dumpster fires that they have been lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Let's make it 3 for 3. I'd hate to see a new property go down in flames, honestly.
Well, they're doing it to themselves.
That's true.
Too much, too fast, not enough quality. More quality, less frivolous crap.
Taking the Madden approach.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look what Madden, look what they've accomplished.
They've put out 18 games recently that have all felt exactly the same.
We've changed the roster. I feel like you could have just updated the last game.
Really, they should just kind of just make Madden football and not put a number on it, and then you just buy new rosters every year.
What they should do it where it's online only. You pay a subscription, you know, like $5 a month. Play this game. Everyone who loves it, they just keep playing. They just keep updating it every month. You make $5 off, you know, millions of people, because lots of people playing. But like you go into go to Game Exchange, you walk in there. What do you see? You see a shelf of Madden, and it's stacked back to front with just used copies of nobody's playing this game.
It's very, very true.
Yep. A lot of wasted product there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, a waste of a resource that could be put into something else.
Well, the good thing is like if you break your cartridge, you can go and you can get a Madden game. You can take the game apart. You can put the guts from your good game in there and put it back together and change the stickers. So there are spare cartridges out there in the universe.
Sacrificial games.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks
Pretty much
for
it
making
on my
me
end, though. I don't really have too much beyond that, other than that the Venom trailer teaser has been out
Oh.
from Marvel. Looking forward to that.
Tom
Wait,
Hardy has been up.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I don't think Marvel's putting the Venom movie out.
So Sony.
Yeah, it's Sony.
Well,
which makes you
I think it's still
worry.
it's still going to be in the same. I think it's still going to be in the same universe because it's going to be this current Spider-Man's Venom, not just a new Venom.
Nonetheless, it's being made by Sony.
Because Sony still owns the Spider-Man franchise,
which is concerning.
Well, they did really well with Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That's because Sony didn't do that one. That was actually Marvel.
It was in conjunction. They're working together, man.
Sony didn't.
Yes.
Sony didn't touch it. Sony had nothing to do with it. They licensed Spider-Man to Marvel for specifically Homecoming, not Justice League. Shoot me in the face. Avengers, and then the new Avengers movie.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them, but I'm looking forward to this moving into Marvel getting their hands back into their characters and giving them new life, because we've rehashed all these other characters. We've seen all these other characters, and now we get a chance to see Venom beyond the Spider-Man 3 disaster of what it was.
Fucking emo.
Topher Grace's Venom was so dumb.
Fucking emo Parker, man.
Let's get somebody that's not. Let's get somebody that's going to be actually threatening, not the kid from that '70s show.
What concerns me? I mean, okay, I am a huge Venom fan.
I am too.
I love the character Venom, and I love the character Carnage. I mean, shit, those are really great characters. That, Carnage is more or less, the Joker, to kind of tie it DC wise. That's Carnage is the Joker of Marvel. Yeah. Don't fuck it up, please, man. I just really don't want to see those characters drown out. And Sony's
it's either going to be really good or really bad.
Sony's done shitty, especially DC too.
Yeah.
I've heard bad things about the Justice League movie.
Is Sony doing the Justice League movie?
Yes. If I'm let me double check. But I believe Sony did the Justice League movie in conjunction with DC. No, it was Warner Brothers. I'm sorry, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think all the DC movies are Warner Brothers.
Yeah, which they've done a terrible job with. So
they've done consistently terrible.
Wonder Woman was okay.
I like Wonder Woman. I thought they did pretty good with that.
Yeah, that's why
I haven't seen it yet.
That's why
I reserve judgment on that one.
That's why I'm not bagging on Wonder Woman. There were a few things in Wonder Woman that I took issue with, but overall it was much better than the shit that they put out before, specifically Batman Superman. And watching Did you watch the
Batman Superman to be something? You really wanted that to be more than it was, and there was such a lackluster for it.
Did you watch the director's cut?
I did not get a chance to do that.
I watched the director's cut. Oh God, it makes the movies worse.
Oh wow.
The director's cut is not better. It is worse. It's longer and it's worse.
That's great. That means that when they're cutting stuff on the film room floor, that it needs to stay
The director's like, I want this part in. Everyone's like, no.
The director's like, why'd you cut that? We spent millions of dollars on here.
I'll make my own cut. Fuck you guys.
Oh man, I bought and watched the director's cut. 2 hours and 43 minutes of my life I will never get back.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Sad.
it was like, oh, what have I done to myself? Oh, it was painful to watch.
While we're in the DC universe, I got to looking around and reading this. It looks like Joaquin Phoenix is getting ready to play an origin story for the Joker.
Ooh.
For Warner Brothers, no less.
I'm excited about another movie that's going to flop. I can't believe they're still making movies.
Well, Jared Leto will not be reprising the role of the Joker.
Well, yeah, because
Thank fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, for the origin story, though.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
should probably
go ahead. I'm
need to
sorry.
recast that movie. They just need to recast. They need to just stop. They need to say nothing is working. No matter who we have come in here and do it, no matter who's writing it, no matter what, it's just not working. Let's stop making superhero movies. Let's sell DC to Marvel and let them save our franchise.
See, that's where DC has done everything animated has been fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's the comic book guys that are doing it.
Yeah, when they did the Batman's crap that we grew up with,
The animated series.
the whole animated series was phenomenal. They did fantastic with it. Every voice actor that they had involved in that was great. The writing was fantastic. It was they ingrained the characters correctly. And then they're like, these people are growing up, let's make a movie. And then all these actors that they're trying to put into these have absolutely no idea who these characters were or what they did when they probably didn't even watch the animated series. They have no they have no childhood connection to these characters that we grew up with.
Well, it's all based on the director's vision of how the character is supposed to be portrayed. And I'm going to go back and touch on Jared Leto's Joker. Whoever decided in the writing of Suicide Squad that Jared Leto's Joker should be a gangster with gold grills and slick back hair should not write any more superhero related movies ever again, because that was piss poor.
That's just somebody trying to connect with the new time. Trying to connect with a crowd or a portion of the crowd that character is demented for a one-track purpose.
There is a way to do that, though. And you play off the social commentary of what the new generation sees. If you want to make the Joker more relatable to what's going on now, you still make him a psycho, but throw in that he takes a selfie of himself on Instagram every once in a while or something. You can make it funny.
Oh God. Okay, the only Joker I've seen that was good was Heath Ledger's Joker, and
Yes.
that was that when Heath Ledger's Joker was so true. It wasn't necessarily true to like the animated series, but it felt like
He was a
this is a
psychopath.
lifelike. This is a lifelike version of the Joker that I could see. But then like Jared Leto was just like, this is a parody of a lifelike Joker. And it's yeah, it was
Put
it
the
was so
hand
good.
over
Not
the
good.
yeah. I mean, Jack Nicholas.
Yeah. He
Nicholas or
was
Nicholson?
a personification. It was oh shit! Now one of them's a golfer, and I don't know which one is which.
Oh God!
Look what I've done. I want to be right,
Jack
so I'm going to look it up real
I think
quick.
it's Jack Nicholson. I think.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, he
Nicholas.
was like the personification
Yeah,
of the
Nicholson.
animated Joker.
Jack Nicholson.
He was the personification of the animated Joker, and I thought he did great. With that.
Yeah. They're the
Yeah, you could tell that he was the cartoon version,
Mhm.
all the way down to the costume. He was
Yeah.
phenomenal. He
Yeah.
embraced it. I absolutely love the way he handled that character, but not to say that Heath Ledger didn't do good.
Well, that was he turned it more when everything wanted to go try and dark and gritty,
Yes,
which was a good call. Not debating the idea of trying to make a gritty, dark superhero movie here. When that turn was made, Ledger did fantastic at going, I am a legitimate psycho. Here's
Yeah.
a
He did
pencil.
good. And he, from what I read some articles about his approach to his character, he'd lock himself in hotel rooms for a week at a time and not socialize with anybody, just walk around talking to himself.
Yeah.
But he kind of went a little insane, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, that's pouring yourself into it a little much, but
Nonetheless. We went on a diatribe here about DC, Marvel, and superhero
well, shame
stuff.
on them for being so stupid in their endeavors.
That's true. All right, so I forgot what the last story we just talked about. So
I was talking about the news.
it's news. So TJ, go ahead, bring up what you got from the news.
Okay, so Ars Technica reported that the hacker group Failoverflow got Linux to run on a Switch.
Really?
It's really cool. Yeah. Well, they have a picture of it. I mean, you can easily fake that, but they've done a lot of stuff. From the Wii to the PS4, where they've just done stuff like that. So it's very unlikely that it's fake. But at the same time, it's probably not on unmodified hardware. So, but that's a step in the direction of homebrew, getting closer to them finally breaking the code on that.
They're at the edge of it. I know this because we talked about this not too terribly long ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, I mean, that was all they've done so far. Just a lot of getting there, but not quite there yet. Also, since we were talking about Fortnite earlier, and I know you love hearing about Fortnite.
You can tell by the look on his face, he's excited.
So Fortnite passed PUBG and at 3.4 million concurrent players, which is huge. That's so crazy. I mean, I've played Fortnite and I don't really like it that much. I'm also kind of burnt out on the battle royale games. I mean, I've played a lot of PUBG. I've played a lot of Tarkov, some Fortnite. It's a fun game, but it's just not for me, as I've come to realize. But if you are into it, Valentine's Day, they've got a lot of skins, a new weapon coming out, a lot of bug fixes, and the console players are going to get updated to where it actually runs to 60 FPS.
That's positive.
Yeah, for console players.
Well, hey, I mean, console players are gamers too.
Yeah, that's true. They are. And also they're going to be adding more servers to help deal with the current load.
That's always a positive right there.
Yeah, because I want to say earlier this year they with their spike in popularity, it got to where they had really, really long wait times. But yeah, good for them. Speaking of D&D, Old Spice come out with a new playable character class.
The gentleman.
The gentleman/gentle lady class.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Let me tell you about this class. It's so good. So Old Spice released a 4-page PDF on all the rules and abilities of this class. Default abilities are catchphrase and punchline that will inspire your allies or damage your opponents. I think is amazing. Let's see here. As they level, they gain abilities like turning into an intelligent dog, spontaneously summoning a horse. So, you can just be standing there, you'd be like, look over there, look at me, I'm on a horse. You're like, what? Horse come from? Let's see. You can heal allies with your pleasant scent.
Oh my
thanks to
god!
Old Spice body spray. Oh man, that's so good. Let's see. Eventually, you earn an MBA and get the opportunity to marry, and can instantly level your party by getting a haircut.
What?
Let's see here.
There will be no gentlemen or gentle ladies allowed in my game.
Hold on a minute. It gets better.
Don't
Believe it
deny
or
this.
Oh my god!
Wait.
if you reach level 20, you become a ball of pure energy and can make anything explode.
No.
At the cost of ascending to a plane of higher existence, which I don't know what that means. I think you just die.
That would means it's like a suicide attack.
Yeah.
Here's the final boss. I will be the gentleman and save us all. Suicide.
That's probably what it is.
God, I would hope you would roll a natural 1 on that attack.
So a lot of the abilities are intended to subvert the DM and just mess with your plans.
Yeah, no lie.
But it's only available. It's only works in 3.5, not 5th edition.
Oh, thank
So
goodness. We're running 5th edition.
You lucked out. Yeah, I was like, I want to. As soon as I saw it, like it was just so. I guess serendipitous that I'm sitting there trying to make a character class, and then boom, across Google News comes Old Spice makes a D&D character. I'm like, awesome, click that.
That is because Google.
Quite a bit last night.
I was gonna say that's because Google is listening on your phone and knows what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, this article just come out, so you know it's very.
Yeah, but if it listens to you talk about shit,
Google knows what I'm looking for.
It knows everything. Yeah. When you sit there and mention the word D&D, it starts surfing the internet for anything D&D related.
Yeah.
I get fucking updates about stoves right now on my phone.
I was looking up glasses. Now every website I go to has articles for glasses.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, Google. That article was
attention. Google cares.
Well, the thing is they're all the same website I've looked at. It's like, I know, Google. I know that should show me some other websites.
Like, thanks for trying.
Like, I've seen this. Stop.
That was comicbook.com. That article was. Let's see. Eurogamer posted article. Bandai Namco Singapore is going to be working on Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know, it's not the first Nintendo game. They did what is this? I can't read my writing. Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS and the Wii U, and also Pokken Tournament for the Wii U and the Switch. And potentially, which is exciting for me, Ridge Racer 8, which is unconfirmed.
What did I see about Ridge Racer 8? I saw something about that.
Probably in that same article, because that's where it was mentioned.
I didn't see anything about Ridge Racer 8, but oddly enough, I was thinking about Ridge Racer for the original PlayStation not too terribly long ago. Because I was thinking how difficult it was. I was going to say how bad, but reiterate how difficult it was to drive or steer in that game.
It's a very different game. Like, every Ridge Racer, I love Ridge Racer, but it's always been a very different style of racing to any other racing game. What else do I got here? Oh, nothing. That's really all I got. Don't buy a video card right now.
Oh, that ain't no lie. Or you can buy a 6-pack of video cards on the internet because it's a thing now.
Because all the crypto miners they're bailing. They're like selling all their shit.
No. You could buy this, like, it's on Walmart or something. Walmart, you know, they'll have those put those online shops that'll tie into Walmart's website, like the individual sellers. Yeah. And individual sellers are selling 6-packs of video cards, like 1080 Ti's. You just say, hey, here's 6 1080 Ti's for Bitcoin mining.
Oh man, that's crazy. Like, have you seen the prices on them? They're insane.
It's like 3 times the price right now.
Let's see. I have it written down. A T80 Ti, which normally goes for $700 MSRP, is upwards of $2,000 right now.
3 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah. Yeah,
it's bad. I'm
and
glad.
What sucks is I want to build a new PC right now. I can't.
This is why I bought my 1080 when I bought my 1080. I had foreknowledge of all this. Not really. I just got freaking lucky.
I was about to say, you should have shed some light for everyone else.
Freaking insider. I see you looking out for the rest of them.
What you need to do is you need to sell those 970s you got sitting around.
It ain't no lie. I got two. Hey, anybody who's watching this, I got two 970s for sale. If you're a Bitcoin miner, I'll sell it to you for. I'll sell those 970s, two of them. You can chain them together.
$600 a piece.
There you go. Fucking make some money.
So crazy, man.
It is ridiculous at how freaking this. Oh man, cryptocurrency is killing gaming for PC.
Yeah.
No more PC Master
Consoles,
Race.
It's like, do I buy a video card or just buy a freaking new PS4?
Buy a new PS4 and go pick up Monster Hunter and Dragon Ball Z.
Monster Hunter was another one I wanted to try to look at.
Man,
yeah, that game looks so good.
It looks great. I'm sure it's going to be harder than fuck to play.
Nah, it's not that hard. See, Monster Hunter isn't about, when you start playing, you can play through the whole game using starter equipment, no problem. I mean, it's not a good idea, but you can. Like you don't unlock new abilities. You're not gonna, your health isn't gonna go up. You're not gonna get stronger. You're just gonna get better. And that's what I love about Monster Hunters. You just get better. It's a good game. You sit there and you fight a monster because you fight the same monsters a lot because you're farming them for new equipment. So you'll learn. It's like, oh, when he tucks his head like this, he's gonna breathe fire in a straight line. So dodge roll, boom, right now. Continue hitting. Continue with the combo. Do I keep comboing or is he about to launch into an attack? If you do, you stayed in the combo too long and then you get hit with the tail.
You get paid. You pay the price.
Yeah.
It is probably from what I've heard and listened to, it is probably one of the more easier series to onboard into than some of the other ones.
Yeah,
even more so than Monster Hunter 4 for the 3DS.
Yeah, I tried getting in at 3, or no, really, I tried. I want to say it was 2 that I played on the PS Vita or PSP. I don't remember which one I had, but it was just like. You come in and it's fine, and then it's just a straight wall. The difficulty curve was steep because they don't tell you shit.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I didn't really get into it until 4U, and I really enjoy it. And then I think I'm gonna really like Monster Hunter if I ever buy a PS4.
I'd be interested in playing. I tell you what's really caught my interest lately is the Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Every time I hear about that, it seems more and more and more interesting, and I don't know why.
Oh yeah, Fighter Z, yeah.
It's nuts. Everybody talking about how they're playing it and their interactions with it, and I'm just sitting there going, I haven't played a fighting game in forever.
Yeah.
Why does this sound like so much fun right now? I am trying to stop myself from going and buying it.
Last week, and I was looking at Steam, and I just stared at it forever, and I was like, I should buy you right now. I was like, but I don't have time to play you. I will be getting, or at least for PC.
You're gonna be picking up for PC. Maybe we'll play local versus on it.
Yeah.
Try it out. We'll see what it does. It's like Marvel versus Capcom. You've got 3 characters. You just tag them in and out and build combos off of it. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I talked about it before, like they took a lot from other games and are putting it, into their game. Like the tags and just different stuff is just coming. Like they just took basically they looked at like every series and like I like this, jam them together, smooth it out, buff it, send it out.
I think what really has kind of caught my interest, and it's just now that I kind of think about it, is the interactions that the characters have with each other. Like if you have Goku and you have what's his name? Damn it, I just blanked on it. The stupid white and purple guy.
Trunks?
No.
Oh, Frieza.
Frieza, thank you. If you have Goku and you have Frieza and they're on planet Namek, then when they're fighting, they have special dialogue that only happens in those situations, like stuff
That's cool.
that was actually from the anime. They'll dictate those lines during the special attacks and stuff.
That's cool.
And they've littered that throughout everything. So like character area, special dialogue. And it's like, that is, the attention to detail on that is just amazing.
I'm just imagining, like, when you're powering up a special, and just before it goes off, it cuts to credits.
Next time on Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Goku flings the spirit bomb in 3 episodes.
That would have been funny.
God, fighting animes, man.
Yeah.
All of them do that. Every single one of them.
Yeah. It's
15
like,
episodes.
Do we need this much filler?
Like 15 episodes of a guy holding up a bomb. Literally, I think it was 2. Was it 2? I think it was 2 episodes that Goku was trying to build a spirit bomb, if I remember correctly, in the Frieza saga.
Probably.
Well,
everyone else is getting their ass handed to them.
Yeah.
I don't even think the spirit would work.
No, it didn't do anything. It's like a lead up. Everybody's like, let's let Goku our power.
Yeah. That's what I love about the movies is they get to the point in 2 hours or less.
It's like 4 episodes, man.
Yeah, with no commercial breaks.
All right. Well, all right. So that's going to do it for the news this week, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to emails this week.
Email.
At least someone put some effort in that one. I was about to comment on your lack of effort.
Well, I can't do it all the time.
I feel you. I just email.
I will not return the email until we get an email because we have no email this week.
Yeah. So send your email. Give them the email spiel. Do it.
Sadness.
Look at him mean mugging that mic.
Hide behind my mic. No. So no emails this week. No new comments this week. So we're kind of, put it frankly, we're going to be pissing in the wind here.
Always a terrible, terrible idea. You get it all over your pant leg and shoes. Always good to turn perpendicular.
Catch that arc.
Call that the curveball.
So in lieu of all that, I was going to talk a little bit about D&D, the plans for the D&D and the campaign. So, but we did some of that earlier in the episode, more so than I was planning. So, again, I'll just reiterate: the plan is to stream this on Saturday nights at 7. We will probably what I'm thinking about doing for a board for us is using Tabletop Simulator and broadcasting the Tabletop Simulator and moving pieces in Tabletop Simulator. Pardon me. This seems like the most efficient way to do this. Outside of that, it's either I put up an actual camera and put a board up with minifigures here at my desk, which I don't have room for, or we use Roll20.
Yeah.
I'm going to evaluate all of them and see what is going to be most useful. Because Roll20 offers boards for the campaigns in situations like that, but you also have to buy that stuff. And I've gone all in on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
The chips are down, the cards are out. We are in D&D Beyond, which is made by Curse, believe it or not.
Oh, good to know.
Yes. I was a little surprised when I bought all that stuff and then my receipt popped up and told me it was Curse. And I said, didn't know that. So, coming soon. I'm hoping to kick this off at the beginning of March. Somewhere around there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Explosions of sound.
It's like someone put down a sandwich plate. Did you get a sandwich?
I've got nothing. I have no sandwich. I have Dissidia, which I finally broke the label on right now.
Oh, did you finally play it?
I haven't played it. I just broke the label.
He just opened it up. He's like,
Just
that's
because
fun.
that was satisfying.
Yeah, I wanted to take a look inside and see what I had. Eventually, I will play this. Maybe try to play it this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, speaking of news, I forgot to mention the analog Super NTs have started shipping.
Oh, that's true.
And I was kind of upset because I was listening to, I think it was Giant Bomb or BeastCast, I don't remember, but they had already got theirs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Mine isn't even shipped yet. And then, like, that day, it's like, your order is shipped. I'm like, thank God.
I really wish I would have
so
bought an analog NT Mini.
I think you still can.
They're out of stock.
Are they really?
Yeah, I've checked months.
I'm a little upset, actually, because I got the transparent one, which isn't transparent. It's translucent.
Yeah. I was going to say, why did you buy that one?
Because I wanted a super crystal clear case so I could see all the guts, and it's just like, nah, it's all cloudy and shit.
I would have bought the either the US version, or the US of the SNES version, or the Famicom version. Personally, maybe I still will.
Yeah, I wish I would have. I was hoping for a crystal clear, but now I've seen like people get theirs. I'm like, oh god, that looks like shit.
Is it even available right now?
I don't know. I looked on the website; it still says pre-order.
I'm gonna look. I'm curious. Yeah. Super NT. Pre-order now. No, they haven't updated for sales, but I totally want the gray and purple one.
Yeah. I kind of wish I'd gone with either the US or the Japanese version. But I didn't. But those are shipping, and that's all we've got.
We will be playing some games on it for sure.
Oh yeah.
I need to find some good old SNES games now.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so jealous that you got that now. I'm green with envy.
I'm cloudy clear with pride.
All right, well, not gonna have a question this week. We did D&D talk, and then of course talked about our NT. So I guess that's gonna do it for the podcast, guys. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me this week. This has been episode 20 of the VGBits BitCast. We will see.
Glad to be here.
We will see you next week. Hopefully, we'll have Phase next week as well. We'll never know.
Tune in to find out.
We'll have some availability with him at least at some point. So we will see you next time on the BitCast. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.